It's Week 14 of the NFL. Up next, we'll get a look at Patrick Mahomes. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Chiefs and the Ravens on Sunday night.
Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, as always. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger of They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Ball on the 39. Here's second down and a yard. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Second and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, Mahomes. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. Mahomes will try again on second down. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. He's got room at the 30. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You say, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
You're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. This defense for the Chiefs, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
At the 31-yard line.
Now Jackson on second down. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up the third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, Jackson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
A first down carry for Henry, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Off the option, here's Henry. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. Here's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give them 17 on that pickup. Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. You talk about this Chiefs defense. Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And I know, just like me, you're fired up about this one because this is the irresistible object and the immovable force. They're going head-to-head, number 1 versus number 1. I've talked about that running backs renaissance for a while. Can they slow these guys down? Where's my helmet? I want to play.
Geez, you are fired up. Something's got to give.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chiefs' 8-yard line.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. That one into the hands of Flowers. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
And 9.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early.
Start offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, pick them up. And someone jumped.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
A 44-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Got a man, it's Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And a first down, Chiefs.
The man in motion is Brown. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. There's the stiff arm. And he's brought down. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
Here's Pacheco. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to stretch out their lead. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. On the option right is Jackson. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43.
Oh, boy, Derrick Henry shaken up after that last play and in some discomfort down there.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Jackson. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
4th down. Here's Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop.
No surprise. They try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get
right?
your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's Pacheco once again. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills.
1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Here's Mahomes to throw. Finds his receiver, Watson. Touchdown! Justin Watson, a 16-yard touchdown, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 18 now.
21, Ravens 3.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now it's Jackson. Gets past 1 man. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now it's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one. It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Here comes Mr. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, leading out this offense.
Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Well, they're going option play on 3rd down. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper.
A gain of 14. First down, Kansas City.
So we reach halftime. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And we will not have a run back here as the 2nd half starts with a touchback. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within the shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. Only 29 yards on the punt there, definitely not his best. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, 28 yards. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. .31 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 59 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Jackson from the shotgun. And his throw is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it, no matter what it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Well, pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Throwing is Jackson. It fights him off. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 37 yards. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said, it's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud.
You did.
My bad.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
KC's offense ready to take over. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Now here's Mahomes. And his throw here is incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well. And maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Mahomes now to throw. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive.
Yeah, they clawed their way back into this game. First half, they were down pretty big. Now, all of a sudden, we've got a ball game. How have they done it?
First thing is what you just talked about, clawing their way back in. That means they've decided to go ahead and fight this thing out, which is great. The second part is they looked at where the problems were in the first half, figured out how to shore them up, and have now gone to that part of the playbook that is actually working for them. A few adjustments, a few changes, and really good execution.
Now we'll see if that trend can continue. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. 3rd down and 1.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Off the play fake, here's Jackson.
That's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Jackson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down.
They'll get this to Flowers, left side.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Off the option, here's Henry.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. Solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And the busy night for Henry continues. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
And he's got it. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers from 4 yards out. And the Ravens have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this fourth quarter.
Well, this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because, yeah, the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs, so a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
Now this throw caught left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
But that last throw, Charles, is going to move him past 32,942 yards passing for his career, and that surpasses the total of the Hall of Famer and a colleague of both of ours, Troy Aikman.
Yeah, played from 1989 to 2000, and Troy Aikman, he was about winning. Because remember, he had Michael Irvin to throw it to. We had Emmitt Smith to hand it to. Just imagine if he was throwing it the way they throw it around nowadays. His numbers, boy, would they be sky high.
Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Ball on the 27. Here's second and 3. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Rashee Rice.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
A handoff, running left, Henry. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
111 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line.
Here comes Mr. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, leading out this offense.
They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now here come the Ravens.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
And here we are in the 4th quarter. Partner, we watch that drive. It would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They go play action now. Jackson, they'll roll it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Here's Jackson to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? But the only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Well, the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Throwing, Jackson.
3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's in. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Tucker's kick is good, and we are all tied here in the final stages. So big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two.
Mahomes. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
If you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's 3rd down here. Mahomes. And that's complete to Brown. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he will get to the sideline here, but that a minimal gain at best. 3 yards, possibly 4. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Mahomes will throw.
Going right side here, and that's complete. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Here comes 2nd down. Mahomes.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Big play looming here. This is 3rd and 7 with a crowd on their feet. Here's Mahomes. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Holding. Offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Here we go. This to avoid overtime. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
To not finish a game on a defensive penalty, that's why they get one more untimed attempt.
And it is good! He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And they'll be celebrating in the Power and Light District. The Chiefs have won the football game.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses.
Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't